Welcome back to Dad Reads a Book. Today's book is Dear Librarian, written by Linda M. Sigwarth, illustrated by Romina Galata. Dear Librarian. Dear Librarian, may I tell you a story? It's about me, and it's about you, and it's about my library home. It happened when I was 5 years old. Me and my mom and my dad and my five big sisters and one baby brother all had to leave Colorado and go to Iowa, where my grandma was. My dad needed a new job, and we needed a new place to live. This says, now leaving Colorado, drive safely. In Iowa, I missed my little blue home with the big maple tree. I missed my red roller skates packed away in the big truck. I missed my sunny backyard with lots of space to run and play. I missed my best friend, little Becca. But most of all, I missed having a home. Look at that fall. The season is fall right here. You can see all the fall leaves coming off the tree. In Iowa, I didn't have a home to live in, just houses. 5 big sisters and one baby brother, and a mom and a dad are a lot of people, so we lived in a lot of different places. Some days we lived at Aunt Linda's house. Aunt Linda had a pretty pink bathtub for fancy bubble baths. But Aunt Linda's house was full of nice things. Nice things you shouldn't touch because they aren't yours. Look at that, a nice lamp, probably a nice porcelain bird. She has to be very careful. Some days we lived at Cousin Alice's house. Cousin Alice had her own family to take care of, but she let us sleep in her tiny, cozy basement. In Cousin Alice's basement, there was a big couch and a bouncy mattress. Every night was a giant sister sleepover. Move over. You're hogging the blanket. Well, that's my spot. But even a snuggly sleepover was a little too crowded for all of us. Then, one day Mom took me and my 5 big sisters and one baby brother to a new place. Not a house, but a big building with stone columns and tall, tall steps. Wow, will you look at that? Look at that building. All these steps and all these columns. Wow, the library. Then I found a special spot just for me. Up the tall stairs, across from the sunny window, was a round desk. There it is. It was my favorite spot because... Why do you think it was her favorite spot? Let's find out. Because behind that desk was a new friend. She had kind eyes, a gentle face, and a laugh like bubbles. That friend was the librarian, and that librarian was you. She seems so happy to see that librarian, doesn't she? You looked me right in the eyes and listened to me like I was a grown-up. You helped me find a book about princesses, and then you sat down on the floor and you read it to me. There's the librarian helping to protect her from the dragon. And she's writing books. Look at that. Very cool. After that, Mom and Dad brought me to the library all the time. Every day you gave me a hug. Every day you made me feel safe and happy. Those days, the library was like home. My own special home, even though it wasn't a house. Later that year, my mom and dad gave my 5 big sisters and one baby brother, all went to live in a big brown home with a tall willow tree. I could zoom around in my red roller skates again. So she finally got back to a house here in Iowa. Now, My dear librarian, I'm a grown-up, but I still go to the library every day. Because I'm a librarian, just like you gave me a library home, so I wanted to make one too. For kids with little blue homes, and big brown homes, and no homes at all. She grew up and she became a librarian. Well, isn't that cool? The end. And there's the author at the age of 5. And there's the author with her librarian in November 2018. She liked libraries so much she wrote a book about it. Well, isn't that cool? This has been Dear Librarian, written by Linda Sigwarth, illustrated by Romnia Galata. If you like this, go ahead and subscribe.